Welcome to Motor City Aquatics. I'm your incredible host, Motor City. How's everyone doing? Let me move my camera over a little bit. I need to grab a couple things, so if you guys would just give me 20 seconds. All right. You see, I'm back. I had to get a test kit because we're going to do a little testing of my saltwater. Tropic. Nice. Resealing a tank. Weren't you resealing a tank a little while ago? Hey, it's funny. Resealing a tank, talking about resealing a tank on Facebook Marketplace today. Not far from me in a really rich neighborhood. It's called Troy, Michigan. Somebody put out 180-gallon tank on their lawn with a center, it's got the center overflow for free, and it said that it has a slight leak. Yes, it's here the reseal. I like that. That's cool. I've always wanted to do a reseal. I've seen a couple. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I gotta turn. There we go. There's a few things I did today that I could share with everybody. They're kind of cool. All right, hold on. And this one would be. Hold on a sec. Oh, it's going good for now. Anyways, I saw quite a few. Plus, I get to reset old tanks. Nice. I saw a bunch of fish shrimps a mess. Yeah, mine's as you could see. I mean, you can't see everything. I actually was gonna do a different angle today, but me and the wife are in the middle of a movie upstairs, and so I didn't get to do much. But I got some new saltwater stuff. It's actually this piece I got. It's pretty darn expensive. But how do we do it here at Motor City? We trade. So I had a bunch of credit at the store, and I took them some stuff in today. Took him some shrimps and stuff for him to sell, but took some shrimps and some other stuff in, and I got my credit up pretty high. My buddy doesn't care for nothing. We're like, literally, you could say that we're kind of from the same cloth. I don't know. He hooks me up. Like, I took an air pump to him today. He needed his air pump that pumps the whole store. Like half of it took a dump. And so, the air pump that he had wasn't enough. I actually have it now, and it's a big, what's the name of it? I don't know, but it's a big air pump, but it has a controller on it. And it was a special air pump that he got for a huge betta wall. It was like for, 80 little tanks, and you could control it and all this. Well, the pump I had that I gave him today was way too big. I used it to power 66 10-gallon tanks, like 68 tanks. And so I took it to him today. He shut down both of his pumps, plugged my pump into it, and it runs this whole back room. Massive tanks are all 75s, and they have those huge the sponge filters in them. They have to be, if you measured straight across, they're probably 10, 11 inches straight across. They're massive like that, and it's running every tank. His big piranha tanks, his Aztec tanks, everything that he's got back there, his Pleco tanks, everything that he's got babies in, it's blowing it out, running everything back there. And he was able to now shut his other pump off. So actually, he shut down his 2 old pumps, put my pump on, and 1 pump runs it all. So he gave me his pump. I can't even hear it run. And actually, oh, that's why I'm losing air pressure, is I have to shut that line off. I have actually an overflow line. Hold on a sec. 1 second, please. Yeah. Where's that little piece? Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I could probably do this after, but give me 2 seconds. I need a sharp cutting utensil. Whoa, that's got a lot of water in this. I don't think I have one of mine. Oh, I got scissors right here. So I have a bleeder end that I actually was having to run, and I had like a little plug in it. And I was running this so I could run air off because it was just too powerful. So until I could shut this down till after the stream, watch how I do this. To now shut this off, I'll put in a tree. We can go here. So I put in a 3-way. Then I'm going to cap this. And now I'm going to run it right over to this. And now I'm not running off air anymore. I don't need to run off air anymore because now I have a controller. I can actually turn the pump down instead of running it full tilt and like getting it hot, because I'm running too much power. So when he told me that, I was quite excited. So, but I'm going to have to get, I need to get water for the saltwater tank. It's getting low in the back. But anyways, I wanted to say hello. For everyone who wants to know, Luke is doing much better. He has not been placed in a cast yet. Luke's orthopedic surgeon is the orthopedic surgeon for the Detroit Red Wings. So this is the picture from the doctor's office. And this is the doctor holding the Stanley Cup. And then this is the room. I have a little video of it. But it's all the Red Wings signatures of all the Red Wings that he's, healed, that they've taken care of. So we're really we're quite excited because now he's in really good hands. So anyways, we took him in. He fell roller skating last week Friday. So we took him, to the hospital, to the emergency room. They put this fiberglass piece under his leg and we formed it to his leg. It hardened up and then we wrapped it in an ace bandage. So then Monday we called the surgeon and they made an appointment. But when they saw his X-ray, they wanted to see him immediately. So we brought him in Monday, and because they were worried if he needed hardware in his leg. Well, they said he doesn't need hardware in his leg because it's starting to, swelling's going down. It's going back to where it should. The doctor said if he has to manipulate it a little bit, that's all he'll have to do, but he'll sedate Luke, manipulate where it needs to go to make it perfect, and then they'll cast it. but they were just making sure that they had to make sure that the swelling is down, and the swelling's down so far now, like we can stick our hand in that little temp cast that they have him in. So we're really excited about him getting better. But he's just upstairs laying there. I was gonna take some pictures and stuff of him, but he's all, I don't know, he's in his little, his little private area, so I chose not to do that. But he says hello to everyone. And he's thankful for the comments that he got, the wishes. So, or the hoping he gets better soon. So, but yeah. So today, I left the house. I went to the pet store. Went to my buddy's store to get some things. I actually wanted that thing really bad. That I have in the container over there. It is called a, hold on, I'll punch it up there. It is called a, he sent me the name of it, TRACHYLIA. If that's spelled correctly, let me see. All right, let me see something. Let me make sure. He may have misspelled it. Let me see. TRICHOPHILIA. No, that's not it. This is, hold on. I don't want to put it up a misspelling. I'm sure he spelt it right. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So that would be an open brain. All right, that's the coral I just got today. So, and what I want to do is I want to test. I have it in a container. I took it out. I have something else he gave me too. I don't know what it is. He gives me cool stuff all the time, but it's on one of those whatever those things are they glued on. I can't think of it right now, but I took it out of the water it was in. I had it floating in the tank. I put it in fresh RO or fresh salt water. So I actually want to test it. I mean, it won't hurt it if I put it in right now, but I figure I want to test my calcium. He gave me 2. I don't, with the salt I have, he gave me calcium and reef builder. So it's a KH, an alkalinity KH and calcium. I've never done this, but I've never tested it. So, it's something that I need to, now that tank's been going so good and I have, so many types of corals in there, but I just want to test it. So he actually wrote it on the lid to help me out. What I need, my test to be at. So I went to another saltwater store a while back, and people that get out of the hobby, they just quit. They turn in stuff. And so he gave me these test kits. I didn't even have to buy them. So I need, now this is my test kit. If you guys remember years ago, I had these, they thing made for me when my name was still Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. I had this made for my stuff and I was selling them, but I guess people just wanted to deal with their other stuff, so I never really sold many, so I just stopped doing it. And the guy who made them for me, actually, he's not around. He moved, so it is what it is. So I still have a few of them for myself. But I just want to do some tests. I never got to do, or I've never done tests yet for this stuff. So the calcium and the KH, nope, never did it. Because, everything that I was getting out of the saltwater itself, I figured it would be good, but in the beginning I lost stuff, which could have been due to this, but I'm not certain. So, but we're going to check this, check it now. I figure I'd do it while we were on here, because, saltwater stuff isn't cheap. So, when it comes to it, you got to, for one, learn as much as I do, so he said he'd give me a calcium tester, but this is a saltwater tester. So here's it's kind of like ammonia. You got a 1 and a 2. So test bottle 1, test bottle 2. So I've never used this, so we'll just shake it up a while. And then the other one I need, which I actually have it in the other container, but it might be in here. Oh, look at that. KH. Yep. I have GHKH for when I would do the shrimp tanks. So getting a lot of cool new designs, new patterns, I should say, with the shrimp. So there's a lot of cool stuff, but I actually need another tank to put this one shrimp that I'm kind of messing around with. They're culls. They're not culls, but they're choice selected from one of the shrimp. What it is when you breed shrimp, as they breed, they'll start to throw shrimp that don't look like them so much. Fish Fam Link, what's happening? Thank you for coming on. So when they start to throw shrimp that don't look like them as much, maybe in color, but the pattern is stronger, like let's say tiger pattern, let's say Nanashis or anything. Well, now you're starting to see what was used to produce that shrimp. Okay, I'm talking Caridina, not Neocaridina. You'll start to see, well, did they use Tangerine Tigers? Did they use what did they use? What kind of cool fish or shrimp, expensive shrimp, what they use? And over time they'll throw shrimp, and you can actually get those shrimp, put them in another tank, and start breeding those, and start breeding what they actually use to make the shrimp that it ended up being. So let's say it's a purple metallic, and they start throwing a black something. Purple metallics are black with a purple head or the purple body. Well, if they start throwing something else, like a tigery shrimp, now you're starting to see what they use to make that. And so it's starting to break down as I start to breed them more. I'm starting to see, what they used to produce this shrimp. I learned it. Hey, TJ, I learned it down the road or years ago by watching some people and some people I ended up becoming friends with. They were actually doing it themselves on a certain shrimp that I actually sold, and I got from them. They were trying to see how they made it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 9, 10. So there's 10. That's from the first bottle, number 1. So he wanted me to bring him up some shrimp to put in the tanks. And the tanks have my name on it still, So as you guys all know, I don't like import shrimp anymore right now. He gets shrimp from here and there. Customers bring them in or what have you, but still my name's on it. So I take them up there and, it's shrimp that people aren't used to getting. So, all right, now let's go bottle 2. I would think it's the same amount of drops. Ca2 plus. Add 10. All right, I'm thinking 10. This does not say. All right, we'll go 10 just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, see, it's turning colors. It was clear. Now, this is clear salt water. It's starting to turn a pink. Now, what we do is we get our saltwater booklet, that it's starting to get real dark pink. Our graph that says how, what colors need to be what when you're testing. So is it this one? No, it's in there. Hold on 1 second. What? All right. So also, this is just an API test. So this is Saltwater Master Test Kit. That's what I'm saying. I was really surprised that when I went to this new store over here, I mean, the owner's son is, well, he more or less is the owner now, but he is so cool. He's like, oh, yeah, you can just have it. So, all right. All right, we got a problem. This does not have the calcium on it. All right. I think that there's another. Hold on. No, stress coat, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. I think there's one more. Yeah, but I don't know. This one's now on this one, it's got nitrate and phosphate on it, but it doesn't have, the color chart. But it says in here calcium. See, I might have done it wrong. Calcium 14. Oh, is that a 1 part? I just put 1 part in there. Oh, 14.28. Oh, yeah, shoot. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that because KH, I know how to do the KH. Let's do KH. Now KH is supposed to be 8 to 10. Let's see that. Let's just see how the hardness is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to do the calcium because it looks like a drip. It is number of drops, and so we'll do. This goes in, what does it go in? Orange, then turns to green. I think we'll start out with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, then it'll change. Oh, no, there's blue. God, it did already no, did it? No way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, so it's going a lighter blue, but it can't be. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it went to yellow. I was right. So 8. So you're looking at 10 to 11. So, yeah, the KH is all the way up. We'll just have to test the calcium. So our KH is good. But we are swell with that. So we put that back. Yeah, we're just going to have to look up how to do calcium correctly because it shows one bottle. It says put in 10 drops. But I've never tested calcium. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look it up because it does say, the conversion chart is on here, but it's the number of drops. So it's the same thing, but 20, 40, 60, 80. Calcium parts per million, liters, number of drops, one. Yeah, so it's a number of drops chart. That's what I'm looking at right now. Because I wish it just gave me, so it's not a color thing, it's a number of drops. So I'll have to look it up. If somebody knows in here how to test for calcium, let me know. Because I have 2 bottles, but only one set. I don't know if I have to put I'll figure it out. Test calcium. Okay. Well, if it was in English, I'd be able to do that. Oh, that's in French. I mean, I skipped that in school. Here's calcium test. All right. Directions. Fill a clean tube. Okay, hey, let's follow the direct. Hey, Don, what's up? Like they say, what's the biggest thing a guy doesn't like to do? And that's read directions. But we're gonna do that today. So I don't look too silly. But I mean, I gotta learn. All right. So let's fill this up to the line. All right. So we're filled up. Okay, then it says holding bottle add 10 drops calcium test solution number 1. See, that's what I think is going to happen. And then we put solution number 2 in and drip it until it starts to change. So that's what I'm thinking. So we are close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My buddy told me at the pet store also. I told him I go in there and my CPDs are all swimming around in a little 5-gallon tank that he sells them out of. I said, how much can you say that about any company he's ever ordered CPDs from? I said, how many times can you say their fish showed up and stayed alive? He said, never. He said, your fish are the only ones that I could put in my tank. I mean, they're not babies, but I mean, they're not showing their spots yet. They're young. But they're a nano fish. People like to see that. And, I look at it this way. If I sell somebody a fish that's not old, then they have it longer. They can enjoy it. They can see the colors come in and everything like that. And no one could say, well, he's keeping the males and just giving us females, or keeping the females, just giving us male. Look, I just take a ton up there and he sells them. But he said no one that he ever gets fish from but me, the CPDs, Plecos, anything, he said, lives like that. When he orders stuff from wholesalers, guppies, anything small like that, it always dies. They show up with sunken bellies. They're sick. They die. People complain. So I'm the only one he deals with that. All right. Shake calcium test solution number 2. Vigorously. Well, let's do it sideways instead of up and down. That's a motion I keep to myself. For 10 seconds. Okay. Hold the bottle vertically. Add calcium test number 2. Drop by drop to the test tube until the solution changes from pink to the blue endpoint. Be sure to count the number of drops added. Okay, so we got to go from pink to blue. So I could have kept going on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8. Okay, we're pink. Oh, not super dark yet, but 9, 10. Well, we did 10 in there, and it got real dark pink, so we know 10 is good. It didn't turn blue. 10. We'll go 11. 12. Still pink. 13, 14. Pink. 15, 16. Pink. 17, 18. Pink. 19, 20. Still pink. This goes blue. Hole in the bottle vertically. Add calcium. Test number 2. Drop by drop to the test tube until the solution changes from pink to the blue endpoint. Okay. Be sure to count the number. Okay, we're at 20. Let's go 22. 24. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was going to change. 26. Oh, there it is. Oh, she changed. Look at that. Oh, would you look at that? 26. 25. I mean, I went 26, so it could be a 25 to a 26. It's like a purpley, pink to blue. It really doesn't do it. So, oh, an endpoint color. It even shows you, yeah, it's like a purpley color, bluish purple, whatever. So, we'll see 26. All right. And my buddy says I need to be 450, but he said I can go up as high as 550, but I should keep it 450 for 500. Now, 26 drops, 520. So that means I need no calcium. Actually, everything in my salt right now is producing what I need. And because he said I could go up to 550. So let's say 25 drops, because I went 26. I was doing it 2 at a time. So 25 is 500. So I'm maxed out there. So we're good. Look at that. Feeling real happy. I don't have to do any additions, and that means that the salt that I buy, it's exactly what I need, and nothing's really getting sucked up in my tank to where I need to replace it. Or I mean, add stuff. I mean, I'm glad that I have those containers, but I don't have to add nothing just yet. So, all right, sweet. There we go. Oh, I had test tubes in there. Remember that? Wasn't that Eddie Murphy? Test tube, baby. Coming to America, maybe. Use a test tube, baby. But yeah, so having this stuff, these kits, and here's the other thing is they say that you can use a regular freshwater kit to test your salt water. You can, but the tints are a little different. Like if you look, this ammonia, it's like it's not a high yellow, like the nitrate. It's like a pea green. All the ammonia on salt water is like a pea green color, to a dark pea green. But so I can put all that stuff in the tank. I'm gonna bring it over here, see if you guys can see it through the plastic container, and we'll see. Or I might just shoot the camera down through the top. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, let me see if I can get it from the top so you guys can check this cool thing out. It's not showing the colors actually. It's bright red. This thing gets real colorful. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck it in the tank, and we're going to see. And I got this thing. I don't know what's on it, but there's something on it. He gives me a lot of cool stuff to grow out because he has this massive tank, and he's just has stuff in it, that hasn't sold or it was small and no one got it. Let me stick it in here and see if it'll get the color in, so I can show everybody in a little bit. All right, hold on. Alrighty. There we go. So I got a few things to share with everyone today. Oh, that sucker. Let me move this stuff before I knock it down. My little test kit. So also my CPDs, how I bring them up is great. It's time consuming. I would like to get rid of one of the processes within it. So what happens is is I pull the cups out of the tank, and then I dump them into a container to get the eggs. But usually, like, I'll leave the eggs up on top of the tank. If you can see them right up there, those are two just these things, just cups, the fish cups. I usually leave them up there for a couple, weeks. It usually takes about a week. Once you have fish in there, they'll hatch within, I don't know, let's say 3 to 5 days. And then once they hatch, the CPDs I'm talking about, once they hatch, they'll stick themselves to the plastic or whatever I have them in, or stay on the bottom, and they stay there until they digest, everything that's in their little sack, And then after a while, like, let's say, after about a week and a half or so, you'll just look one day and they'll all be swimming up top. Well, almost all of them. So what I wanted to do was, try to jump out of doing that. And because they go from there down here to this 10-gallon tank. And then that's where, once they're up there, when I put them in this 10-gallon tank back here, that's when I start feeding them baby brine shrimp, live baby brine shrimp. I actually have some cooking up there, but and that's where I grow them up. And once they're big enough here, then I just scoop them out, throw them in here, because you just got to make sure they're not munchable size to where the other fish can eat them. If they're full swimming and they're smashing baby brine shrimp, then you can put them in the big tank. But I would like to get rid of this part and, do something where it all does this part. But here's the thing is, when they start to hatch, when the CPDs get to a certain size, you can't just leave them in there rolling around and growing, because if they get too big, they can start eating those little itty bitty fresh fry that just hatch. They're still small, but if they, they're big enough to eat those little fry, they will. So you have to keep scooping out of the 10-gallon, put them in the 60-gallon, and it's a cycle. So what I did today with a bit of, I might just use a box. Right now, I'm trying to figure out if I am going to use any type of gravel. I might just use a box with a bit of substrate. Well, here, hold on. Don't make that decision just yet. Here, let me do this. So when I went to my buddy's store today, I actually, I've been thinking, I used to have one of these, and these things are super cool. And he actually had one sitting there. The only thing is, it just doesn't have a lid with a light, which is, who cares? I don't need it. But the tank itself is a really incredible tank. So I asked, he actually had 3 of them, but one's on his counter. He turned into a saltwater tank. Another one is sitting in the main area of his store with nothing, just the tank. And then the third one was all the way in the back. I saw it, and I asked him if I could have it. And it has everything except the lid. So we got another Fluval 13.5-gallon tank, all in one. Everything goes back there. It's all all in here. So I got the foam pad. I washed it out outside. So I didn't wash it. I rinsed it out with the hose because I'm going to soak it and kill anything that's in it before I set it up. But I got the foam pad in here with some little rocks, some bio rocks. But what I want to do is take this 13.5 gallon tank, since it has it has filtration and everything pumped in it. I would like to just dump all the eggs in here. Everything I get, dump them in here, like huge amounts. And then as they hatch in here, then start moving them up to the 60 instead of putting them in the containers up there. They'll go right into here. So the only thing is you have to have little to no water movement, which is simple. I can just slow this up here. And then also he gave me a bag of what is this called? Hold on. But that was a huge score because these things are expensive. But it's for the shrimp, all the tannin stuff. Oh, what's it got in here? Like nuts and, like leaves and banana stuff and everything. But it's just a bag of these goodies. It had this big nut in here. See me. Here we go. He said, yeah, your shrimp, love it here. Put it in your, it's got this thing in there. Looks like a bee's hive or something. But he gave me a whole bag of that. And then the bottles, the reef builder, the calcium and KH stuff, the tank. And then I got the coral stuff. I paid for the big coral, but I got the other one for free. Don't know what it is. But I put the name of the big one in there. So you guys can look that up and you see the colors that you can get and stuff if you're in the saltwater. So, but the switch of here, I'll show you the 60 gallon since I took all the sand out, the substrate. I'm getting a lot of melting with the plants, but that's because there's no substrate in there anymore. So I put the liquid fur robe, that stuff in. God, what did I do with it? Oh, it's up there. Hold on. This. Put Flourish in there. That's what it is. Flourish. Because the water, it was brand new. The tank was filled with brand new water, so there's nothing left. So I have some melting, which would be all right. But I'll show you the tank. I don't have nothing. All I do is drop everything in there. I cleaned everything, got rid of all the copepods. And I got all the CPDs out of the pleco tank and put them over here. I put some larger plecos over here, the longfin super red bristlenose, because I don't want them trying to gang up on the male over here or that male feeling threatened and him trying to kill, because he killed the other male that I had, the full grown male. So what I can do is just grow some up over here, because people are asking me, hey, do you got breeding pairs? And I don't. Due to that fact that, I just get off of them quicker. Hold on. I take them to the store so fast, so I don't have 150 plecos up there. I get them to, I don't know, an inch, and I just take them up there. I get rid of them because it's turn and burn. I gotta turn this stuff, get rid of it, get my store credit built up for anything I want to buy, get some cash, whatever I want to do. But so far it's simpler than mailing it out, sending it out to people, because I just haven't been pushing that. But if anyone wants plecos, all you got to do is let me know. You want CPDs, all you got to do is let me know, and we can get them to you. So, but Yeah, so today was it was a really, really good day. But I don't know if you're gonna go use a box. Oh, you're saying use the box like the boxes from Taiwan and stuff, those substrate boxes. You put the substrate in there and it's got a filter in. Is that what you're talking about, Tropic? Those are pretty cool because then the bottom of the tank. That's why I'm kind of going, with these breeding tanks, I'm going bottomless and in pleco tank because it makes it easier to clean. Plus, you know, I'm not having to worry about it getting so dirty. So as these fish, they're little, and I don't want them getting sick and stuff. Oh yeah, I have to show you. I don't want them getting sick and stuff. So if uh if I clean everything up, now like I said, you're gonna see a lot. My boost is melting back a lot. Everything's melting, but it's because nothing's in the water. So I put those filters in there off of a dual sponge filter I had, just to keep all the bacteria in there. I didn't clean I cleaned the filter out, but it's not like I nuked it. I just rinsed it out really good to make sure that there wasn't any copepods in there. Let's see if we can get some swimming around here. Now this is my tank where I get all the babies from. So I have these plants in here to keep them nice and calm, and I just threw it all in a big pile, and then I have the cups in there. I have a little bit of wood in there for the plecos. I have blue dream shrimp in there, so you can see. Well, you can't really see. The camera's not. There it is. They're high end blue dreams. They don't give out any reallys or anything like that. They breed true, really nice blue. But the CPDs, they just you just wait a second. They just it's like a little city in there. They just cruising on through. Yeah, but a lot of my boost is melting back, which is fine. I mean, you can see new stuff coming up already. It's just like anything you put in a new tank. You buy in a store, it'll melt back and you'll get new leaves. So I don't care. My plants are super, super healthy. So yeah, there's a. Now the CPDs aren't as dark as normal because I don't have substrate in here now. But these the sponge filters will be coming out of here real quick. But that's it. I have a sponge filter back there. That'll be staying. It's just the ones that aren't. I got all the rock from uh, the filters, both filters in both tanks. And I just have that filter up there running. That's it. But some of the plecos I have in here are real big. Like I said, they're hiding, but they were so large. Well, I mean, they're not adult size, but they're getting so large that I can't take. I don't want to take a chance of the male freaking out and trying to kill something because it doesn't want other males around the females. So because plecos don't look at other their babies as their babies. They just don't want them around them, so they'll kill anything. So where are we at? Oh, almost 50 minutes. We got 10 minutes left. So remember, if you guys can do me a favor and when you watch this, if you could share it out, if you could steer some of your other compadres here if I'm earning your subscription because I'm real close to 1,000. I'm at 959, I think. So I'm getting really close. It's just I think that's like a big goal, when you start this is hitting 1,000. It's I don't know, it's a milestone. It's pretty cool. I figured, one day we'll be there. I actually, when I first started this, everyone knows if you follow me, I thought it was going to happen in like 2 weeks. I didn't know what YouTube was all about. And I was like, oh, this got to be easy, because I was watching all these shows with my son. with these like parents that would get toys for their kids and they'd sit around and open them up and play with them. And these people are going on vacations to Mexico and all sorts of stuff. And, so when I started, that's mainly what it was about, and then after time, I was just like, you know what, I'll just do my hobby on here and uh, learn as I go and try to teach people the stuff that I know and, have fun doing it. And I was like, and one day, hopefully we'll hit 1,000. So, I'm sure we would have been there already if I wouldn't, when I got hurt and broke my neck and, then when I got back to work, I stepped away, I slowed up because I started working so much and I started spending time with the kiddo and stuff and, tried to make up for all the time lost from my accident and everything. So, but, yeah, so I'm trying to get everything back up and going again. So when these streams are slow, it's totally fine because I got to get everyone back and let them know that we're going to be here. So don't worry about coming back in and us leaving or slacking off because that's not going to happen. The reasons that I haven't been here are good reasons. It's not like I'm just not showing up. When Luke broke his tibia, that's super important. I can't come down here for an hour and have him calling me because he's screaming in pain. So but yeah, it's just the more people that hit subscribe, the more friends that we all get around here. Excuse me, my allergies. And yeah, um we all like more friends, bigger community here. But yeah, we're not going nowhere. We never were. So we're back going strong. So but yeah, if anyone has any questions about anything that we do here, any fish that we breed, shrimp that we breed, plecos, if anybody wants to buy anything, you can just email me at Motor City Aquatics. Here, I'll punch it in. Well, there it is. But yeah, so you can email me at this email. Uh, you know, I'll probably give you my number. Then that way we could just talk if you want to order something, or if you just need information, you need some help with something, testing something, anything, questions. I've been actually working on trying to get a phone, a spare phone, and have a business line. Um, I would use my phone, but I don't want it ringing at work so much, and having to look at, it'd be too much. So if I have a separate business phone, then I'm just looking for something super cheap because I have two extra chips um, that I could stick one in and just have it, and just take phone calls from it. Yeah, yeah, a hotline. Yeah. But just for anything, whatever orders, yeah, um, what have you. And if I don't know the answer, I have people I can shrimp daddy. There you go. There's many people I can call my buddy if I don't have the answer and I can get the answer. So he's owned his business for like 27 years. So he's got a huge saltwater area. It's pretty empty now, but he's got to re-up that and his freshwater. I actually went there today, and a buddy of ours brought in a fish. He brought in a frontosa with a big, huge hump head on him. And I was really surprised that he brought that in. He just gave it to him. And he actually asked me if I could come over and clean his saltwater tank. He has a 180-gallon saltwater tank. Now, my buddy that I'm talking about, he owns a business. He's owned it for years. And he's a very well connected person. if if you can understand that lingo, which I'm sure you can. But I've known the guy for a long time. I used to work for him years in the past, and but he invited me over, and he bought a house in Florida that he rents out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I rent it out." I said, "That's I've never been to Florida." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Call me, I'll take you." I was like, "You okay?" But it's just hard when you have friends that are just so open like that. Hey, yeah, you connected, Donnie? Hey, you got my pizza pie? Yeah, it's that kind of guy, Tropic. So you get my drift. But I've known this guy. I mean, oh God, I think I met him when I was 19. And I'm 51 now, so I saw him today. He said he just turned 60. So, but yeah, it's weird to have friends for so long. It's a blessing. So that's kind of what we build up here. Try to meet people and be friends forever. I don't know anybody. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. But it's it's a lot of fun doing this. It really is a lot of fun coming on here. I like, making it an hour because right now I got stuff to go do, but I take time out literally. I mean, it's not like it's hard, but I scheduled Saturday now, 9 o'clock every week to do this again, to get back in this because, I missed everybody, but I feel that I have an obligation because I started this to continue it as long as I can. So, um, it's just something that I would love to get really big. I'm not talking like thousands of subscribers, but big when I every Saturday I go and have a good amount of people that are in here so we can have conversations, a lot of people. I can have 10 people on here, just have conversations about fish or anything people are breeding or not breeding or they bought something that, you guys got it. But that I think that'd be really cool. So I know over time it's gonna start building back up again. So just my shrimp army, I will eventually send throughout the pipes and take over the world. Yeah, we have a movie that I have to go upstairs and finish watching. It's with Mel Gibson. Um, I don't know. It's on. Is it Netflix? No, it's not Netflix. It's one of the channels we have on our Fire Stick. But Mel Gibson's kid gets out of prison or something. I don't know. We weren't deep into it. I don't know what happened, but somebody died before he went in or something. But it looks pretty darn good. So, but yeah. So as of right now, that's the new stuff. New tank. Uh, new additions for the saltwater. Um, and I think we're gonna start. The tank's doing great. There's, I mean, maybe 2% algae in there now. It's not embarrassing. It's a beautiful tank now. The thing is we're just work on you know, the live stuff in there, to get the look. It's a look that I'm looking for and getting that piece today and the beautiful stuff that you put in there and the fish that we have. It's I think I'm gonna try the camera and how I can aim it at the tank or turn, get my table over there and start, see if I can view it. I need a better camera. I need a better computer camera, something. So if anyone out there wants like maybe trade, plecos and shrimp, if you got, I have a Logitech HD 1080p on my computer. This isn't the computer camera. Not saying that my MSI computer camera is bad, but it's not as good as this. But I got to get a better camera, something because it's like stuff in the back, like that back there. That's a light up. That's a light. It's a homie's pool hall light. You can't buy them. I think I'm the only one that has one. But it's so cool when I light it up. It's just light. You can't even see what it is. So I got to get something better. Soon you'll all be drinking my nano scotch. That is funny. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us on this Saturday evening. We will be back every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And rain or shine, if no one's breaking any bones, and we're all safe and in good health, we will be here every single Saturday. So please, please let me know how things are going with your tanks, in your tanks, new stuff, old stuff, what issues you're dealing with, if you have any issues that you've overcome. And we'll see you all next Saturday. I really appreciate everyone that comes and shows up and pops in real quick. But if we can start getting more people to come and hang out, that'd be great. Like I said, get big conversations and, on whatever topic. It doesn't matter. We can set this up and have a good time. So, all right, until next time, thank you, everybody. Tropic for showing up as always. Fish Fam Link, thank you, Don, TJ. Thanks for hopping in here and saying hello. But all right, until next week, arrivederci. And if I've earned your subscription, please let me know. Tell your friends. All right, everybody. Take care. Till next time. Peace from Detroit.